Okay, I've got some more time to record, so...
I found my mother Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
Oh boy, new lore.
The deserts of Kyrgyzstan are majestic, expansive, and full of stinging swarms of insects. They may seem a minor nuisance, but these vermin carry numerous strains of pestilence. One of them was trapped in my boot once, and my foot swelled up to the size of a melon before the infection cleared. What horrible creatures!
Oh, no, you don't. So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. Always knew.
But you never knew her. Be wary, Leah.
Over here. We could use some help.
It's a dead end.
We think we have found a haunted chest spoken of in legend.
The accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago. The infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
I guess I gotta hover over everything to make sure. Wait a sec, do I have 2 missives to Magnus? Oh, yeah, because it bugged out. Yep. He just appeared and killed them.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Oh boy. Oh, this is a one-handed axe. Flesh terror. Oh boy, snake. I'll break up the Archon.
Mighty foe has fallen.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit, but the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
Oh, damn. Oh yeah, the chains. I forgot, yeah, the chains do a lot of damage. Actually, can I give her a better weapon? Also, yeah, this place is basically labyrinthian. It's just there's a bunch of dead ends with, treasure.
Adria should be up here.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone. We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone.
Seize them!
Meanwhile, Adria is just, or the old woman is just gone. No, there she is.
I need arcane power.
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling.
I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
This is not the time to discuss the past. Let us get to safety.
Let us get to safety as they leave without me.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena, you are quite vivacious for one with such a burden. Cormac has certainly noticed. Oh, don't pretend you haven't seen him looking at you. He'd best keep his vows in mind. Or maybe he shouldn't. And that Lyndon, he makes me laugh. He can warm my bed any night. Reminds me of my second husband, he does.
So that dialogue is... It's one set of dialogue, but depending on who you have with you, she'll direct the comment directly at them. So if you have Cormac, she'll make the comment about... she'll say, like, hey, don't notice we haven't seen you checking Irena out. You know, just make sure you keep your vows in mind. And with Lyndon, she flirts with him. Oh yeah, blacksmith, I gotta break my junk down.
If you were an angel, how did your fall raise the dead?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
I've heard it called the Jewel of the East.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
That is what it means to be human. You suffer, but you endure.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes. Hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago, when Mount Arriat was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And half the countryside with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Arriat's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
I believe specifically if you're playing as a barbarian, because the barbarian comes from the mountain of Arriat, the character will be more aggressive towards Tyrael.
What happened to you after you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of Pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Did the other angels welcome you back as a hero?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
Okay.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Herodric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Azmodan and Belial. She will use the Black Soulstone, no matter what the cost.
I can understand that. The Demon Lords are a threat to the whole world.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you.
I don't know if I was heard, because apparently muting doesn't work sometimes. I find it odd that she was able to know that there was 5 of the Lords of Hell that were killed, considering you killed the first 5 in Diablo 2, which presumably Leah was just a child at the time. It's 20 years since the end of Diablo 2. So it's weird that she knows that. I only presume that Deckard Cain was writing in that book the whole time.
I worry about Leah. How is she?
She seems fine. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. She just needs someone looking out for her.
There's something I wish to discuss about that dialogue later. Quite a bit later. But, keep that in the back of your mind.
This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
We need him to get the Soul Stone.
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to no good.
A little bit of a spoiler, because Adria is about to mention that I need the Black Soul Stone and Zoltan Kuhl and all that, so she spoils it a little bit.
Tell me more about your wife.
Very funny. I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
A real boy meets witch story.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
Meanwhile, he has nothing to say.
Did you find it difficult to abandon your child?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Herodric texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you ever see him again?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
Adria, if you don't know, she is kind of an important character from Diablo 1. She was useless in that game other than just selling you potions and, Actually, I don't even think she sold you potions. I think she specifically sold you spell books. Is what she did.
How were you captured by the Imperial Guard?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
Does beg the question, though, of how far in the past Diablo 1 is, considering this game is 20 years after Diablo 2. I don't know how much earlier Diablo 1 is to 2, because it does take place before 2, but Adria doesn't have a child at that time because she's already in town. Because I assume, was it She may have just had the child, or she has the child later and then ditches it. I don't know.
The guards were asking you about this black soul stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Horadrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the soul stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the soul stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
We rescued Leah's mother, the witch, Adria. She revealed to us the existence of the Black Soul Stone, an artifact that could destroy all evil forever. Of all mortals, I have been given the task of retrieving it.
Yep, but now everyone's got new dialogue. This part is going to be a little bit longer because I've done nothing but do extra fluff.
300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Why did the Horadrim kill Zoltan Kuhl?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Tyrael thinks that Zoltan Kuhl is untrustworthy. Is it wise to ignore an angel?
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
Yeah, it'll just be more of the same that I've dealt with. Damn, no new dialogues. Oh no, Lyndon has more.
What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
Please, just tell me.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
I will wait until you are ready.
God, you're so noble about it too. Spare me.
Oh, you know what I completely forgot to be checking? Yep, Leah's got a book here.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet it's still hard to accept that she never sent word to me or Uncle Deckard. She said that she wanted to keep me safe, but I just wish I'd known. Well, at least I have her now.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I do not feel well.
I'm not surprised. You've been out in the sun for hours.
I can't leave. The Emperor will come to his senses any moment now.
Take some of my water, you fool.
Now, within that time of just entering the sewers to find Adria, there's been 2 books.
Chaldeum changed drastically in recent years when the Kurast nobles all but invaded the city. Soon after, their emperor, Hakan I, joined them and made Caldeum his capital. Though his actions seemed audacious, he managed to bring further peace and prosperity to the city for the duration of his reign.
They mentioned earlier a place called Lutgolane, and they're mentioning Kurost. Those are both Acts 2 and 3 in Diablo 2.
All was well under the new emperor until his untimely death forced the Zakarum priests to find a new heir for Kejistan's throne. Through a series of elaborate rituals, undoubtedly a spectacle for their superstitious followers, they determined an impoverished infant in the north was Hakan I's spiritual successor.
I only have 5 items. I was gonna go back and scrap things, but...
Remember when Caldeum was the shining jewel of the east?
I used to dream of coming here.
Lost some of its luster now, eh?
It's disgusting. I've seen that woman going in and out of the sewers.
You never can tell with those types.
I think we may have a visitor up ahead.
Don't know why there's refugees under the town, but...
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Yeah, he was the most dangerous. He killed me like 25 times in Diablo 2. My old Let's Play of it. I think I called it Not Even Deaths Can Save You From Me. Really? Interesting. You know what?
The world looks so different in
Sure.
this age.
Oh no, lowers my attack by a little bit. By at least 100.
How so? It is tired and heavy with sorrow.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
Very kind of you, child, to open a gate that I could have opened myself. Holy shit, he's got a lot of dialogue.
How did this all happen?
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I've tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How will you be able to assist me?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
I wouldn't want to put you in danger.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
Why should I trust you? You tried to kill us.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
Okay. Now further down to the sewers. Jewel of the East. Visit everywhere in Chaldea. Yeah, a lot of those achievements that are like just deserts, Jewel of the East. They're basically just, hey, you've explored everywhere in this area.
These abominations must die.
That's usually all it is. Oh, treasure goblet.
I become more powerful.
Nope, I wasn't close enough to kill it. Or hurt it with the, attack. Hmm. Actually, you know what?
I need to go back.
Didn't get any new skills that I actually care. Oh, no, I got Seeker for Magic Missile. They do less damage, but they're homing. It's Conflagrate is the one that I specifically want. Actually, you know what? There you go. Let's go with Lightning Blast. Change up my attack a little bit. Enchant. What did I just get? I got a helmet. Oh, disintegrate damage. So you can reroll your properties, and you can get the same skills but better, or you can get completely different things. However, once you reroll a skill, you can only get that skill again, or you can only change things in that category. However, if you change the skill, it can reroll into the same. Like, you'll always get the same enchantment that that you're trying to change, but then it'll give you two others. Oh damn, this is actually costing a lot of money. I wanted a socket though. Because now I'm going to come over here. Just to get some bonus XP. Level myself up as quickly as I can. Having to reposition my leg. Oh, man, love having blood flow issues. Actually, oh yeah, because it's actually very weak. Lightning Blast is actually pretty weak. It's good, it's like chip damage, but... Nope. I found where I need to go. Problem is that this is a sizable area, and I don't know if I want to, yeah, I don't know if I want to... Oh, yeah, I can do it right now. Because the area after the Oasis is actually pretty lengthy. Oh, yeah. So, this game did bring back the shamans. You know, the most annoying enemy in Diablo 2.
Though the champions are larger, and the lunatics more devastating, it is the shaman priests who lead the fallen. These shrunken, unintimidating demons can easily kill an enemy with their firebolts, but it is their ability to resurrect their imp allies that allows them to command such high respect from their peers. To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control.
Okay.
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye.
Help me, please! Someone help! I'm being...
You fool! Quiet! Or I will rip your tongue from your mouth.
Feel me!
Oh, never mind. I guess you lose your pulse of reflection when you die. I don't actually mind dying because it gives me a chance to spawn a nemesis.
The enemy has destroyed Alcarnus and most of the cultists. The Master commands us to capture more slaves immediately. Go to the Oasis and abduct the villagers. Kill any who resist. That way we shall both gain allies and destroy enemies.
Now that you have saved me, I'd be happy to allow you the privilege of buying them instead.
Actually, I gotta refinish the Andorial one because, yeah, she sees the Citadel Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perishes at the hands of brave heroes. She's the first boss in Diablo 2.
It is easy to focus.
Never mind, I have to sit on the screen.
The accursed were created when a necrotic plague...
It is easy to focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground. But the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down to attack. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain, and be prepared to flee quickly.
You dare attack me? Not ready yet.
Everyone out.
Still waiting.
Better kept the chain going if the stupid Bloodhawks didn't sit up in the sky for too long.
I am so good. I astound myself. I don't have enough arcane power.
And this is equally one of the reasons I don't care for Act 2. Like, it's fine, it's not offensive. It's not the worst desert. However,
Need more time.
the issue I have with it primarily comes from the fact that a lot of the combat is just 900 enemy brawls. Oh. I got a trap kill, apparently.
Not ready yet.
Like, look at how far I just traveled to carry a killing chain. And that's just, like, the end, like, the end of Act 2 kind of gets like this as well. Like, it just becomes massive brawls. I mean, I don't mind. Nice XP boost. I just leveled up, I'm about to level up again, so... I don't exactly mind.
This seems a likely place to hide the head of a deranged sorcerer.
We are in agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Yeah, and especially once you get like this area where like there's towers that spawn infinite spiders and stuff.
Only the most talented mages can summon skeletal guardians. It takes great power to form these tall, slim constructs from their unstable reagents, and even more power to sustain them. In the hands of a master, however, the guardians can become powerful weapons capable of defending their posts until the end of time.
Not all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The dust imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
Okay. Don't know why I got an entry for the skeletons when I've already killed skeletons before. And especially the imps, because these imps are just reskins of other imps, but... Anyway, long, tall, and handsome heroes come to play. I want to count of how many times I've referred to something as long, tall, and handsome. What the? Oh. Okay. Okay, I heavily misread that. Where the hell is it? Not crafting materials. Not gemstones. What category is that? I don't remember. Oh, there you go. Fiendish Folio of Entropy. I misread that on a split second as the word fellatio. I was like, oh god. I certainly hope not. If you don't know what the word means, you don't need to.
Still waiting.
No, it's the proper term, I think, for oral sex. I think is what it is.
Need more arcane power.
Get a little crude and crass here.
Need more time.
Which is typically what I try to avoid doing.
Joriel is the twin of Andariel.
Still waiting.
I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
Again, that's just chronologing how they die in Diablo 2.
Feel.
This area is kind of labyrinthian.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Oh, it's not the skeletons I got the book on entry on earlier, it was these tall dudes.
Still waiting. I am unstoppable.
couldn't hit it. Mind you, I would I would have lost the chain anyways because nothing. It didn't spawn anything.
If only they could see me now. Still waiting.
Actually, let's see. Can I teleport over there? Nope. Where do I gotta go then? Probably that path in the middle.
Not ready yet. How does that feel? Need more time.
Ancient Guardian. Just bitch slaps me and knocks me 19 feet in the air.
I need arcane power.
It's like an Olympic level freight train.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Do I want to explore the rest of the desert? Or do I just want to beeline to the end? Because now I have to return to the town. But there is a location you have to get to here afterwards. Like, you know, you return the head to them and they're like, okay, good, now go back to the Oasis.
This corpse's decaying flesh still moves. That's disgusting.
It's got bugs in it.
I've never seen a hive this big before.
Bugs are pretty impressive with how versatile they are.
If only they could see me now. Need more time. Face my anger. Not ready yet.
Square diamond?
Need more arcane power.
Oh, oh.
Still waiting. Need more time.
Oh.
I didn't think I could get any better.
Damn. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna beeline to the end, because that's what that waypoint there is.
Oh, this darkness makes me tired. 1,500 years of sleep was not enough for you. I was only jesting.
Storm cellar, you know, up high, which I think is actually where you want storm cellars to be because you don't want them to flood. I think, right? Because isn't that what they say in areas that flood? You want to keep out of the cellar.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was a dead man.
I pick up garbage from the aqueduct so it doesn't ruin our water supply. Doesn't pay well, but
Like there's random little rooms you can find that have a single vendor that do nothing. Oh, still not? Although I think down here is... Nope. 2 belts. Well, I mean, hey, I guess that lets me show off how the book actually does identify multiple items.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve.
So, typically if you only get 1 item...
Are you all right?
Oh.
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
So typically if you only have 1 item, you only need the 1 item. Like you only need to enchant the or identify the 1 item. But if you have multiple, it's usually for the best identify them all at once. String of Ears reduces attack damage from melee attackers. Or Cord of the Sherma. Chance to create a chaos field that blinds and slows enemies inside for 4 seconds. Actually, I think Cord of the Sherma might be better. I don't really care about the defensive properties. Because later enemies are going to one-shot you regardless of what you do, so... Okay, so I'm going to mention right now, these legendary items that have an orange item. I'm going to do it later, I'm going to show it off later. But legendary items that have an orange effect. Like, this belt here. In the skills category, that's what this is. This is something you unlock in adventure mode, which lets you destroy legendary items and permanently apply 1 power, which is what those orange effects are called, per category. So it is advisable to keep them. If you get a legendary that has a legendary effect like that, a power that you can take off of it. However, if it does not, and you have no purpose for it, such as this Flesh Terror, which is weaker than what I have and there's no point keeping it for storage sake, you can salvage it, which gets you a legendary soul, or a forgotten soul, which is the, what do you call it? It's like a crafting material. Do I have any other enchanted items? Or, socketed items? I've put a gem in my body armor. What would that grant me? Body armor is other. I can upgrade my damage. And the thing with gemstones is you can take them out whenever you want. You just go to him and then you go to remove. And they cost nothing now. They used to cost money, I believe, but not anymore.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Cool. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last 2 Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical.
Oh boy, keen heirloom.
What happened when you were with the Vetchin?
When we first joined the wagon train, we were just 2 lost souls. The Vetchin thought it was unbearably romantic. A pair of lovers on the run from their pasts. I suppose it might have even been true. A mystic with the Vetchin recognized Mira's talent immediately. We stayed with them while Mira learned from her. Along the way, we fell in love and married. I've never known anything as surely as my love for her.
Maybe she cast a spell on you.
Never mind.
Oh, she's got nothing to say. Leah doesn't have a new book.
You speak of all these women. Surely there was one who you truly loved.
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart before it went black as coal.
What happened to her?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
Why didn't you stop him?
It wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
Oh, yeah, I also gotta check if Irena has anything new to say.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help.
Two things.
You're kind of odd sometimes.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
I didn't mean to offend you. We mages are all a little unusual, you know.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
Maybe you just need time.
That would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
You said that your sisters were supposed to join you here. Where are they?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
How?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
Who could have killed them?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
Gotta actually take her with me.
This evil together.
Is her armor upgraded yet? No. I think Cormax has, though.
Have you fought Belial before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army, always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
I miss Uncle Deckard so much. It's hard going on without him.
You carry on his legacy. He would be proud.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my research.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
Leah looks to you for guidance, much as she did her uncle.
She has a kind heart.
You don't approve?
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times. The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soulstones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
Oh boy, the Black Soul Stone. That's gonna lead to a conversation I wish to have about it later. Anyway, before I continue, I'm gonna end this part off. Because it's at 53 minutes. I believe that's a nice little addition of time, considering all the extra time I killed at the very beginning. I did say that I was gonna pad it out a bit longer. Although I am going to... Oh. You've got no knowledge, the book's gone.
I am returning to
You can't warp back to town from here because it's this is considered a overworld area, not
I can't do that here.
a camp, because you can't warp to the camp from the camp. Is Adric done with upgrades? Yeah, he's level 10. I need Death's Breath now. How many crafting materials do I have? Sizable amount. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.